If you are not idle, nobody will probably come and encourage you to join their gang or the group.
Yes.
To keep Nigeria one is a must that must be done. Nigeria is not going to break.
So if I don't buy this one now, how much you go sell this one?
I will free give you 500.
Sure, this one?
Yes.
This small banana?
Yes.
I know that Buhari can do it. He has a lot of plans. We should be praying for him. He's a human being. Anything can happen to anybody.
The majority of the law they pass belong to them, to favor them, not the masses in Nigeria.
If we want to change, let's change generally. Don't let change up. Let's change generally.
The people giving voice to the voiceless.
On this edition of the program, we'll be looking at the visit of the President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, to the United States of America, meeting President Donald Trump. And in part 2 of the program, we'll be looking at the farmers' herdsmen crisis in Nigeria. It's another episode of your darling program, The People. I remain your host, Emmanuel Ajayi. Well, Nigerians indeed talking concerning issues in the polity. Well, let's go more on the street to feel the pulse of Nigerians on this matter. See you more on the street.
I believe the president is smart enough, or I want to believe that he's smart enough to know how diplomatic things go. Like when you go to another country, the kind of document you should sign, how that document, how the content of the document will affect your country. So I choose to believe that Buhari is smart enough, or President Buhari is smart enough to know the import of his visits to the US, to Nigeria, and also the document is signed, how it's going to affect Nigeria as a whole. I just want to believe that he understood it perfectly before signing. So,
what do you make of the commendation given to him by the US president in the anti-corruption war?
Well, corruption is not new here in our climb. It's been there for God knows how long. I just think President Buhari needs to be a little bit more ingenious in tackling that issue. It's eating deep into our here. It's eating deep into our system here in Nigeria. So you just have to come up with new ways. It can't be the same way, you know. He has to come up with more ingenious ways to deal with corruption, really.
Anything can happen else again. Wow. He's just trying to do just to make sure we'll vote for him in 2019. So he's just trying to show, how will I put it?
What they discussed about, 2 things I took away from the visit. One, he has been rated high on fighting corruption, which is very good, and I must commend him for that. Then secondly, is about the issue of insecurity. And if you can hear the President Trump talked about clearly about Christians being killed in Nigeria, and America is not going to sit down and watch. So it's a clear kind of let me tell you what it means to us is that now there's a hope in Nigeria. Buhari, for me, if I want to access him on corruption level, I will tell you that he has done very well. Not really very well, but at least for him taking up the bull by the horn to fight to the extent he has gotten to, he has tried. But then, at least, let's not forget that one of the major issues we are having is not just corruption, it's about insecurity. And the two of them should be, while fighting corruption, he should not fight corruption for dead bodies alone, but he should fight corruption for the living to learn from that mistake.
Once you join the president's party, you are no longer corrupt. And once you are not a member of his party, you are corrupt. So that will be very difficult to agree with President Trump that corruption has really reduced. I believe in one thing: when President Buhari leaves and another government comes in, they will surely tell us how much his government has stolen. Yeah.
So you're not convinced with what Donald Trump said about anti-corruption war?
It's part of politics. I am not convinced at all. It's part of politics.
That's coming from the superpower.
He says a lot of things, both negative and positive. So that's President Trump for you. I'm not convinced until after President Buhari leaves as president. another person emerge as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, will surely give an account. Just the same way he too is also exposing previous government. So same thing they are going to do when he leaves. So that is when we can actually say that this government is indeed fighting corruption.
There is saying there was no problem in the contrast, and the herdsmen, the Fulani herdsmen are not with rifles, that they are not with guns, that they are with cutlasses, which is wrong.
So I sincerely hope that he's been properly schooled on what it takes to manage a diverse country. And then we hope that in the shortest possible time we'll see some of the outcome. For instance, why should another president be calling the attention of a sitting president to the killings of the citizens in the country? Right? Should any other country have to draw our attention that, look, killing of other religious people should be stopped? It's not necessary. A country who realizes that, a president who realizes he's the father of the nation, does not need any other person to tell him he needs to protect his citizens.
And Trump was able to present all he needed from Nigeria with little, very minute of what Nigeria needs. Our president was able to present to Donald Trump in US. So it didn't balance at all. And again, he kept telling the world his inability, his ineptitude, that it is this one, the other one that is making him not to perform. Now I talk of Libya boys again to the world that they are the cause of killing in Nigeria. What is he doing? His first assignment to Nigeria as a country, as a citizen, is to protect our lives.
The people, the people, the people, giving voice to the voiceless.
When I travel home, I discovered that the herders, that's the Fulanis then, killed some, pursued so many people from the farm, which actually is what we are there to, that this is what helps us. But my people run away, they can't even go to farm anymore. For now, they are home. So I think an urgent measure has to be taken, particularly in Doma, local government of Nasarawa State. It's a serious problem now. People cannot go to farm.
The herdsmen and what's been happening in places like Makurdi and Jalingo. I'm sorry to say this. I don't think the government has been doing a lot to eradicate it, because looking at the whole thing critically, this is not like an Islamic country, where such things happen. I mean, the Fulani herdsmen should have ranches. They should have avenues whereby, it doesn't clash with whatever the farmers has to do. So basically, I think the government should step in, do what is expected to be done, you understand, concerning this issue. So I don't think much has been done about it by the government. So it's quite very disappointing for me.
The issue is this: the cattle herdsmen that we are taking, they are not the one. The cattle herdsmen, politicians are behind over the matter because of 2019 coming election. Some that they arrest, when it's checked very well, they are not herdsmen. Some they are foreigners, some they are not cattle herdsmen, some they are indigent, they are involved. If you think about it, find out how many people they arrest, how many cattle herdsmen they got them. The people that got, they are different people. Not the herdsmen, the cattle herdsmen, they are carrying, running up and down. They are not the one. They are different bodies. So urge the Nigeria to accept patience for the man, and they will find life solution to the problem.
What I feel about the herdsmen and the killing of today is really not sincere. The government is not being fair with its citizen. I can remember back in the days, you can go to your farm, conveniently do whatever you want to do and come back. But these days, kidnappers will not allow you, which has affected our food security. If the government is doing enough, the peace we're enjoying back then, even as a Muslim, as a Christian, when it's during Muslim celebration, you see the Muslim, we cook together, we eat together. When it's Christian celebration, we buy clothes and we share together. There's no government without security. It's only security that can move the government forward. So I'm not seeing any work that the government is doing, though they've tried in their own little capacity. But they need to do more. If they are working, I don't see a reason why what happened in the National Assemblies will happen. It's so bad that even in the National Assembly recently, look at what happened. In fact, today in Nigeria, anybody can just come up and do whatever they like and get away with it. That's too bad. That's an insult. That's an embarrassment to the nation as far as I'm concerned. It's no longer news what is happening. But then, I think the government should do more. To do more to encourage us, because these days, if you go to your farm, you're no longer safe. In your house, you're no longer safe. At home, you're no longer safe. The herdsmen walk about with normal guns and this thing. We see them before, but at least we're comfortable. But right now, when you see them, you start running for your dear life.
In fact, I catch a lot of Ghanaian stations and I hear a lot of the issues going on in Ghana, Togo, Syria alone, and some other West African countries. But the truth of the matter is, while I was going to work this morning, somewhere around Mashalashi area of Abuja, I saw a herd of cattle in somebody's corn farm, eating away the corn leaves. In fact, I tapped my colleague that was sitting with me. I said, look at that. If the owner of this farm comes now and query these people why the cows are eating his corn farm, they will kill him. Anyway, coming to your questions, I do believe, if you ask me, I will tell you frankly, I do believe that the federal government is not handling the issue correctly. I do believe, because for a very long time, the president kept a very cynical silence for a very long time.
The people, the people, the people, giving voice to the voiceless.
We'll bring it to you from different sides of the divide, and this is how we call it today on your darling program, The People. Nigerians, they're talking concerning the visit of the President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, to the United States of America, meeting President Donald Trump, and also talking about the herdsmen crisis in Nigeria. Well, it is expected that the issue of good governance will be of top priority in Nigeria. Till I come your way again with another bumper package of your daily program, The People, I remain your indefatigable advocate for the people, Emmanuel Ajayi. God bless you and God bless Nigeria. Bye for now.
If you are not idle, nobody will probably come and encourage you to join their gang or the group.
Yes. To keep Nigeria one is a must that must be done. Nigeria is not going to break.
So if I don't buy this one now, how much you go sell this one?
I will free give you 500.
Sure? This one?
Yes.
This small banana?
Yes.
I know that Buhari can do it. He has a lot of plans.
We should be praying for him. He's a human being. Anything can happen to anybody.
The authority of the law they pass belongs to them, to favor them, not the masses in Nigeria.
If we want to change, let's change generally. Don't let change up. Let's change generally.
The People, giving voice to the voiceless.
If you are not idle, nobody will probably come and encourage you to join their gang or the group.
Yes. To keep Nigeria one is a must that must be done. Nigeria is not going to break.
So if I don't buy this one now, how much you go sell this one?
I will free give you 500.
Sure? This one?
Yes.
This small banana?
Yes.
I know that Buhari can do it. He has a lot of plans.
We should be praying for him. He's a human being. Anything can happen to anybody.
The authority of the law they pass belongs to them, to favor them, not the masses in Nigeria.
If we want to change, let's change generally. Don't let change up. Let's change generally.
The People, giving voice to the voiceless.
It's another episode of your darling program, The People. I'm your host, Emmanuel Ajayi. Well, the killings in the country at the moment is indeed generating reactions from Nigerians. Well, Nigerians are indeed talking, advising the federal government on what to do to nip in bud there's various and nefarious killings in Nigeria. Well, Let's go more on the streets to feel the pulse of Nigerians on this matter. As I remain your host, Emmanuel Ajayi. See you more on the streets.
The people, the people, the people, giving voice to the voiceless.
All I think I can say about it is for the government to respond quickly to exactly what's going on and not to shy away from it. And they should not feel that or think that people does not know what's going on. People would know exactly what's going on. And right now, social media is actually flooded with that issue. And the best I can advise them is to respond as soon as possible. Because there's a lot of outcry now, and nobody knows where it's going to lead to. But let me not really say what's going to happen about it. So that's the advice I have for the government. Thank you.
Well, there seems to be general insecurity around, but I think those concerned can still do something about it. The president is not the only one in the country. Other people who are supposed to take charge of security should also sit up and do what they're supposed to do. I don't think the president is a fault here. He has other people that have been saddled with the responsibility. So they should do their job and let's secure the country. He has given direction, I'm sure, about to the various people. They should also be proactive enough to do their own job. I think that will solve the problem.
See it as barbaric. And I think the president, Buhari, should do something about it, because I feel he has the power to actually do something about it. Him keeping quiet about it, it's something else.
Is the president keeping quiet?
To me, he's actually keeping quiet. I feel he has the power to actually put an end to it. And I feel if he doesn't do anything, in few years from now, Nigeria will go on what we call food shortage. Because I can see Benue is one of the states actually they deal more with agriculture. They're the ones supplying the food to the nation. So them not if this killing continue, I feel there'll be shortage of food in Nigeria.
Nobody can be comfortable with it.
So what's the solution?
Well, the solution lies. I believe that the solution mainly is God, but obviously as a man we have many things to do about it. As a government and people who are in the position of power, I believe there are policies to checkmate all of those things. You understand? So I think I will just need to step up to make sure we apply the right policy to it. That's just it. If we can follow the policy that is already in the book, I believe that will go a long way.
What's happening in the country now is beyond doubts. The killing in the country, government should do something about it. Particularly this Fulani S-men. It has now taken over the whole Benue state. Just of recent, they killed people at the native town of the governor of the state. So government have to do something before the whole thing go around the whole country. So that's what I want to say.
I think it's motivated by some underground influence. I think some people are involved. Maybe, I don't know, some people because it's sequential, you understand, and it's continuous. So it means it's premeditated. It means some people are involved and they have an agenda and they are trying to perpetuate that agenda in our country. That's what I think. So
how should this be nipping involved?
I think it should be investigated. You understand? Because it's sequential, it means that some people are behind, like I said, so they should find out who those people are, what they want, and they should address them or bring them to book, whichever way it requires. You understand what I'm saying?
I think the government should become more involved with everything that is happening. I feel like they're not involved at all. I feel like their mind is somewhere else. They're doing what they want to do, and they're just nowhere. Priorities are displaced. So I feel like they should just become more involved and increase security and yeah.
Of course I'm not happy about the situation of the country. It's so saddening. I'm not just happy, and I pray God will intervene as soon as possible.
So what's your advice to the government?
That they should try all they could to make peace reign, and they should have a right mind to government as a ruling people. If you have people that have right mind, then things is going to be all right in the country.
It's like the situation in this country is getting out of hand. There are a lot of reported cases of killings here and there, just as you have mentioned. But one thing I believe is that if the government can really see to it and make sure, because these people are agitating for a particular thing, and that is what I don't know. But if the government can make a serious effort to really know why all these things are really happening and take a proactive measure to make sure that all their needs are met, and to also see that the killings get reduced to the barest minimum, because it's getting out of hand. Like the Boko Haram and all that, up till now, majority of us doesn't really know why they are really doing the killings, because it's senseless. It's senseless to me. So I think the whole something lies on the government, because we have little power. We cannot go and face them. It's only the government that can really do it. If they really want to do it, I believe they can do it.
Okay, based on the killings going on in Benue and Taraba, actually, I think what the step the Senate actually want to take is actually okay, because it's just getting much day by day, year by year, and people are dying. Those people, it's blood flowing in their blood, as in their body. They are like human beings like us, and we can't just be looking at this one to be going, or this killing to be going on. So it's good that the Senate and any other body ready to ensure that this thing stops, so that we have peace in our country.
Happy when things is not normal. So I'm not happy.
So what's your advice to the government?
For them to do their work and make things work the way we want it.
I don't know anything about that.
Are you happy that people are dying in other states?
I'm not happy about that, but I don't know what to say about that. I will just all what I can say is our governor to find something to do about it. So that's all.
Lives are being shared. Like I see, we're animals, we're goats, So it's not funny at all. We just need quick response towards it.
The Senate has summoned the president. What do you make of it?
What do I do? What?
Make of the Senate inviting the president to give analysis on what has happened.
Mine is just let them just find a way to fix it. Like let the president just do something, because it keeps happening and then there's no solution to it. Like it's always happening. It's everywhere. Even when I was traveling the last time, they attacked us on the way, the Fulani headsmen, but it's just God. So if the government can't do anything to it, I don't think our lives and properties are safe here in Nigeria.
I'm the president. We definitely have to go to that state and then summon the governor of the state and then know what is going around there, because what is going on there is political issue. It's political issue, and there is governor that is leading that the same Taraba and or other states. You understand? But they're supposed to summon those people before they summon the president.
The people, the people, the people, giving voice to the voiceless.
Welcome back. This is how we draw the curtain on your darling program, The People. Nigerians, they're talking concerning the various killings in some parts of the country, Nigeria. It is expected that we give value for life. Till I come your way again with another bumper package of your darling program, The People. I remain your indefatigable advocate for the people, Emmanuel Ajayi. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Bye for now.
If you are not idle, nobody will probably come and encourage you to join their gang or the group.
Yes. To keep Nigeria one is a must that must be done. Nigeria is not going to break.
So if I don't buy this one now, how much you go sell this one?
I will give you 500.
Sure? This one?
Yes.
This small banana?
Yes.
I know that Buhari can do it. He has a lot of plans.
We should be praying for him. He's a human being. Anything can happen to anybody.
The majority of the law they pass belong to them, to favor them, not the masses in Nigeria.
If we want to change, let's change generally. Don't let's change half. Let's change generally.
The people giving voice to the voiceless.
If you are not idle, nobody will probably come and encourage you to join their gang or the group.
Yes. To keep Nigeria one is a must that must be done. Nigeria is not going to break.
So if I want to buy this one now, how much you go sell this one?
I will fee give you 500.
Sure, this one?
Yes.
This small banana?
Yes.
I know that Buhari can do it. He has a lot of plans.
We should be praying for him. He's a human being. Anything can happen to anybody.
The majority of the law they pass belong to them, to favor them, not the masses in Nigeria.
If we want to change, let's change generally. Don't let's change half. Let's change generally.
The people giving voice to the voiceless.
It's another episode of your darling program, The People. I'm your host, Emmanuel Ajayi, on the streets, getting the pulse of Nigerians on topical matters. This time around, we're talking concerning the comments made by the president of Nigeria to some certain youth in the country as being lazy. And what are Nigerians saying concerning this one? Well, let's hit the streets to feel the pulse of Nigerians on this matter. See you more on the streets.
To a business, I have a salon, I'm a stylist, so I have a lot of work I'm doing. I'm a sportman, I'm a rider for Lagos State, I'm a cyclist for Lagos State. At the same time, I'm into a property estate agent.
So you believe you are very agile?
Yes. You
are not into fraud?
No.
Are you a lazy person?
No, I'm not a lazy person.
Are you sure? What do you do?
I'm a driver. Yeah, I'm a taxi driver.
So how much do you make per day?
Now the way the country be now, the 4 person can make money now, wahala.
Are you a lazy Nigerian?
No, I'm not.
Tell me what you do.
I teach.
You teach?
Yeah.
So are you comfortable with what you're doing?
I am. That's what I love doing, so I'm very much comfortable.
Can you teach children at home at the moment?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, do something.
Hello. Announce the name of any person, animal, place, or things.
I'm a farmer.
You're a farmer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my farm over there. I'm going to the farm now.
So how much do you make per day or per week?
Per week, I make like 30,000 naira.
Really?
Yeah.
On your farm?
On my farm. After buying fertilizer, buying manure, paid people that are working for me. When I saw, because I used to supply for restaurants. So after in the weekend, I made like 30,000.
That means you're comfortable?
Not really, but I thank God.
I'll never be a lazy Nigerian, never.
Are you sure?
I'm not lazy.
What do you do?
Nigeria is the most hard-working people in this planet. Nigerians, the youth of Nigeria is the most hard-working Nigerians on this planet.
What do you do?
I'm a businessman.
What kind of business do you do?
I'm into interior. I do painting, I do screeding and POP. That's what I do.
Are you comfortable with what you're doing?
Of course, I'm okay. I'm comfortable.
Lazy Nigerian?
No, I'm not a lazy of Nigeria.
You're not a lazy person?
I'm not a lazy person.
I can see you are sweating. Are you hardworking?
Yes, I'm hardworking in Nigeria.
What do you do?
I'm doing mechanic engineer. Yeah.
Really? Are you comfortable with what you're doing?
Very sure.
Yeah, I'm not. How can I be? Yeah, like I wake up very early in the morning, 5:30, and then I get back home very late, around 9:10. So how can I be lazy? It's almost impossible. And we are into books, book distribution, and then we also do trainings. Yeah, so that's the kind of job I do. And then I also do other jobs part-time. And when I get home at night, I also do a little coding for myself. So for me, I don't understand. When you talk about laziness, I don't think that's in my DNA, and even in other Nigerians' DNA too.
You are not a lazy Nigerian?
At all, I'm never a lazy Nigerian.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me, what do you do?
I'm an engineer, a networking engineer.
So how rigorous is your work?
Well, my work is very cool, nice. I'm into CCTV, IP cameras, installation and supplies.
And are you comfortable with what you're doing?
Very much comfortable.
Well then, are you a lazy Nigerian?
I'm not a lazy Nigerian, bro.
Really?
Yep.
I can see you even carry this heavy load of bag. Well, he's saying he's not a lazy person. Tell me, what do you do?
Yo, I'm a graduate, but still searching for job.
No, you're still searching.
Yeah.
Is that why you're carrying this bag?
No, I went to pick. I went for a weekend. I went to visit a friend. I'm just coming from a friend.
So you believe you're not lazy?
I'm not a lazy
So
Nigerian.
if you're given work to do, you work.
If the opportunity is given to me today, I will embrace it.
You're not waiting for oil money?
I'm not waiting for any kind of joy that come my way. I will embrace it for now.
Are you a lazy Nigerian?
No,
Tell me, how do you mean? What do you do?
I'm a student.
You're a student?
Yeah.
So you believe if you're out of school, you work?
Sure, yeah.
You will not wait for oil money?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no.
So aside from going to school, what other things are you doing?
Actually, I want to learn makeup artistry. So that.
You believe that will add more income to you?
Yes. I'm going to fashion designer stuff.
So you see yourself as hardworking Nigerian?
Yeah, sure.
Are you a lazy Nigerian?
No.
Really?
How can I be a lazy Nigerian? I wake up as early as 5 a.m. to go to my office at VI, and I come back as late as 8, 9 p.m. So how can you call me a lazy Nigerian? If I'm lazy, of course, I'll be sleeping in my house, and I wait for federal government to come and take care of my needs. But because I'm not a lazy Nigerian, that is why I'm going to work. And I work because I want to take care of my family.
Are you okay with what you're doing?
Yes, of course. For now, I'm very comfortable with what I'm doing.
You okay with what they do? They okay?
I know they're okay.
No, they okay?
They're okay with the thing that I'm doing. Yes.
Tell me, how much do they make per day?
They make profit now. When I'm working, I'm see money. I cannot tell you how much when I'm seeing.
That's why you are so fat like this?
And so now God do me now.
You sure say today hard work, they work well?
No hear. I no hear.
You don't hear anything?
Yes, no hear English.
What do you do?
I'm a mechanic engineer.
Are you okay with what you're doing?
I'm not okay like that because not all the time I used to get work.
So you're not getting work now?
I'm getting work, but not all the time. Before you get another one, you do maybe the money I finish.
An average Nigerian youth can live anywhere in the world and we would live fine. Whether or not we are empowered, but there is know that we still survive and we are still positive. You know, look at the entertainment industry. We are making it happen. Football, music, whatever, all of the talents that we have, we are making it happen. And we will keep striving to make sure that we take the country to a greater height.
Because I'm not.
Are you sure you're not lazy?
No, I'm not lazy.
Tell me, what do you do? What do you do?
I'm a makeup artist and I also bake.
You also do what?
I bake.
You bake?
For a living. So I'm not lazy.
So how much do you make per day?
Depending on what I do. If I bake a wedding cake, I get up to 7,000 naira. And if I'm doing makeup for like bridal shower or a bride, I get like 70 to 80,000 or even 100 sometimes. So I'm not lazy.
So are you comfortable with what you're doing?
It's better than working for someone that work from Monday to Saturday. At the end of the day, I have to wait for 30 days to get my pay when I know within a week I can get up to what somebody else is waiting for 30 days to get. So I'm not lazy either.
Every morning to go to my office and I have what I'm doing. I'm doing business.
Aside from being a civil servant, you do business too?
Yes, I do business.
So you see yourself as hardworking?
Very, very hardworking. And I also see Nigeria's youth as very, very hardworking. I'm hardworking. So I take myself as an example. I'm hardworking.
You get job?
I sell market.
So as they sell market, the money no dey come in?
The money no come as before that I used to use. Something that's so called the market.
You don't get handwork?
No.
Why?
Because there is no money to learn work. If I have money, I will learn more work for myself. But no.
So are you not planning to at least go and go somewhere, beg them for you to just learn?
I'm planning to learn a work, but when there is money, I will learn.
Why will you wait to get money?
don't know what to say. Nigeria is so, I don't know, things so.
Why Nigeria? Why not yourself?
But we are in Nigeria. This Nigeria is supposed to be better for poor people, but we like this, you are suffering.
Why not try to do something to better your life?
If I have the money, I will do for something that will
Why
better.
must you wait to have the money?
So there's things very costly. When we buy something, maybe 10 times, we now see 2 times. I will feed my children. Which one will take care of myself? Which one will learn the work?
Welcome back. This is how we draw the curtain on your darling program, The People Nigerian, talking concerning the comments made by the President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. It is expected that young Nigerians in Nigeria will be useful for the greatness of this country. Till I come your way again with another bumper package of your darling program, The People. I remain your indefatigable advocate for the people, Manuel Ajayi. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Bye for now.
The people, the people, the people, giving voice to the voiceless.
If you are not idle, nobody will probably come and encourage you to join their gang or the group.
Yes. To keep Nigeria one is a must that must be done. Nigeria is not going to break.
So if I don't buy this one now, how much you go sell this one?
I will free give you 500.
Sure? This one?
Yes.
This small banana?
Yes.
I know that Buhari can do it. He has a lot of plans.
We should be praying for him. He's a human being. Anything can happen to anybody.
The majority of the law they pass belong to them, to favor them, not the masses in Nigeria.
If we want to change, let's change generally. Don't let change half. Let's change generally.
The people giving voice to the voiceless.
If you are not idle, nobody will probably come and encourage you to join their gang or the group.
Yes. To keep Nigeria one is a must that must be done. Nigeria is not going to break.
So if I don't buy this one now, how much you go sell this one?
I will free give you 500.
Sure? This one?
Yes.
This small banana?
Yes.
I know that Buhari can do it. He has a lot of plans.
We should be praying for him. He's a human being. Anything can happen to anybody.
The majority of the law they pass belong to them, to favor them, not the masses in Nigeria.
If we want to change, let's change generally. Don't let change half. Let's change generally.
The people giving voice to the voiceless.
What a wonderful day, City Lagos, Nigeria. It's another episode of your darling program, The People. I'm your host, Emmanuel Ajayi, on the streets, feeling the pulse of Nigerians on topical matters. This time around, we're talking concerning the alleged looters list released by the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed. And what are Nigerians saying at this time? Let's go more on the streets to feel the pulse of Nigerians on this matter. As I remain your host, Emmanuel Ajayi. See you more on the streets.
The kangaroo list just to blackmail opposition. Why is the list coming only from the opposition side? Does it mean from 1999 to date it's only the opposition party members that have looted this treasury? What about the past presidents that came twice under this? Is it because they are too big, their hands are too big for handcuffs? Let justice prevail. As far as I'm concerned, that list is a kangaroo list.
I don't see any fairness about the list, you understand? Because some people, what I say about the list, so what of those who move from PDP to APC? Some of them they have looted. I mean, there are some of them are looters as well, but their name are not there. You understand? So, and some of the list, I mean, some people names I saw in the list. I think you know, they are still having most of them are having a court case.
The action of the looters that has put Nigeria where we find ourselves today. So it's better they publish their names and persecute them so that others will learn from it.
That before putting their names outside, they make sure that they have been duly prosecuted before releasing their name. You cannot just a allegation that has not been proved legally. You don't keep go on releasing their names. You make sure that they are guilty of it before you now release their names.
I'm not seeing any ex-PDP member on the list. So they're telling us that all the new, the converted PDP member that was in APC, that was in PDP before, are clean. So I think they are biased with the results.
Why do you say so?
They have been biased because I think there's no, out of those lists, no, there's none APC, the new APC member that was PDP before during General Charles regime. They were not on the list. So obviously, it's biased with it.
All right. I believe before now, if they are serious, if they have anything to offer, if they are serious about it, they're supposed to release it before now. Nigerians have been asking them to publish these names. They refused. But at the time the election is around the corner now, they are bringing lists. The lists that have been counted, I don't believe it.
Why?
It's too late. It's just to score some cheap goals, political goals. That's the way I see it.
Although to my opinion, I just see that as a blackmailing to blackmail other to blackmail opposition so that they can gain the opportunity to win second time. That's the way I see it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say so?
Why this time? Why this time? Why is it that during the election, when the election is about to take place, they now bring the issue of Luther out? So they are trying to bring down the opposition so that they can gain advantage to win the next election. That's where I see it.
What I can say is that the two political parties, both the APC and the PDP, are corrupt. The reason why I'm saying is that all the politicians, even though the one in the House of Assembly, all of them are corrupt. So you cannot say one side is corrupt. What of the other side? The other side of it, you cannot even say, is it everybody that is in the House of Representatives, is it all of them that is clean? So what we are saying is that let everybody come out and say, all of us, we are corrupt, not one-sided.
The list, I'm not saying anything special about the list. They are seeing the same people now. So what are we talking about? You are not the same APC and PDP. They are the same people. So there's nothing special about the list. If they want to do the right thing, they do the right thing. So there's no need to carry the full us, because they are full us. We know the truth. We know the truth, please.
I don't want to be partisan, but what I want you to let you know, any name released, the person has a right to go to court if it's clean. I will not criticize the government for releasing it. Though some people might say we have other corrupt people in the other camp, but it is the owners, there's onus on the people they mention their name to defend their name. I'm not saying anything more than that. Why? Because the government of the day, they are more or less God of the day. And if they impugn your name in any matter, you have a right to seek redress. Perhaps this is the time for the lawyers to smile.
We've known them to be a liar and then deceiver. They're just doing that to deceive because they know that election is coming around and they want to buy into the hearts of people, claiming that they are innocent, they are saints, and then trying to point finger at others that they are looters, which it is glaring and we all know who are the people looting our fund in the nation. So they are not exempted among the looters. Even if they release any list, they are not exempted. It's just that there's a mixture because we can't differentiate from APC and PDP.